I'm probably gonna take more to talk about
Hello,
this.
everybody. Welcome to
Hello.
episode 6 of Two Seething Boomers.
Two seething boomers. What am I gonna complain about today, guys? Oh my god, what a terrible
Can I
fucking weekend
just
we
can I
had
just
here.
start off by saying in the last? Oh, god damn it! It's supposed to stop after that. So anyway, in the last episode, you said all these players are complaining, but they don't have any tournament wins. So if they don't have tournament wins, they shouldn't be complaining about the games. But I'm here with no tournament wins, complaining about the games, dude.
Yeah,
My,
my nigga, because they you wanna know why you feel that way? It's because they conditioned you. They conditioned you just like in the matchup. They said, oh, that guy jumps. I want him to keep jumping. That guy likes to go for short lows. I want him to keep going for short lows.
I'm not following.
So so when I give the answer and I give you the mix up, and when I put my foot in your mouth and you lose the round, you know why.
No, wait. You
You know
said,
why you lost that round.
you said that people shouldn't be allowed to complain about the games unless they have
Yeah.
tournament wins.
Yeah, unless they have tournament wins, which is true.
But
I don't
but
think
I complain about the games without tournament wins.
listen, man, you're just a scrub. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion, all right? You're just a scrub. Nobody cares about your opinion. You are
Damn, dude.
one of the many voices on Twitter that are crying right now.
On
Okay?
Twitter.
Just go. Yeah, on Twitter, any platform that you can think of. Nothing but a bunch of crybabies. It's that simple. I don't have any tournament wins. I've been in a couple of tournaments, but do I complain? No, I don't complain.
Aren't
I
we?
tell myself,
Isn't this what we're doing? Complaining about the games? Or is this something else
uh,
we're doing?
I like to give my own critical analysis.
Ah.
I like to break things down. When you see these things, you got to see into these things.
So there's
You
a
got to
difference
understand what you're
between
looking
your
at.
critical analysis and complaining.
Yes, because my critical analysis is unfaulted. There's
All
no
right.
fallacies in it. All right,
So
this is the
what you mean
truth.
is like the crying and the whinging and the begging developers to change things. Is that what you mean?
Oh, yeah. That's the crying. That's the
Okay.
guys, please, you gotta fix this. I don't know, man. How do you feel about everybody crying about Dragon Ball Fighter Z? Do they have the right to complain right now? Because right now the game is a buggy fucking
I
mess.
heard the rollback was messed up.
Yeah, nothing was good about the game. The game is a visual mess now. There's a bunch of bugs everywhere. The game is unplayable, like they've said it. Some of the top players have came out and said it. The game is unfucking playable right now. Everybody at Namco Bandai needs to be fired.
But they're saying like online though, right?
Yes, I believe that online is the biggest issue right now.
Are there issues offline that are happening?
I haven't seen too many
So
things.
it's just like the rollback thing mostly.
Yeah, but give it some time period. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna find other shit to complain about and fight.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know.
Oh,
But
let me share my screen.
oh, you didn't even share your screen to the viewers. Look at this fucking
Oh,
guy.
the viewers can see. You're the one that can't see.
Oh, how terrible.
I'm sharing my browser
Um,
so you can hear stuff now. Because last time you couldn't hear anything.
okay, I see. Well, I've been waiting for this. Well, how are we gonna start today? Are we gonna talk about the results of Capcom Cup?
We can talk about that. I think we should start with the Sega news, though.
Look how unexcited I sound talking about that.
About what?
About Capcom Cup. I'm not
Oh,
even
okay,
excited
okay.
about talking about that. Yeah, but yeah, let's talk about the Sega games. I
I think
love Sega.
I
Sega,
think we
Sega,
should
Sega.
leave
Sega does, Nintendo does.
the depressing news for later. All
I mean,
right.
guys, let me be honest with you right now. If Sega fucks this up, this is it. They're done. You need to understand. Sega has spent too much fucking money in Japan. They're spending too much money. They lost a lot of money in America, listening to these idiots in California. So now they're trying to recuperate their losses, trying to release these games. I'm not too sure what approach they're going with right now. I just hope that they find a way to keep the replayability of those old Sega Master System games, those Sega Genesis games, you know, the Mark 1, the Mark 2. Some of you people are just like, Mark 1, Mark, what the fuck is that? Listen, I'm an old school Sega dude, all right? Listen, I hope that they keep that replayability there. If this is just another goy slop entertainment, I'm not even gonna put up with it, you know. Like Sega needs to die, then they need to give it up. All right. They're basically turning into Xbox right now. I mean, look at Xbox right now. They're the next Dreamcast, you know? It's terrible.
So
But that's besides the point. I'm ranting. Dennis,
so
go ahead, take it away.
I'm not too familiar with like Sega. I think one developer I'm very familiar with their going ons is like Capcom and From Software. But can you fill me in? Like what has Sega been losing money on exactly?
They've been they've been losing money on the pachinko machines and a couple of other things. I think their developing approach hasn't been as sustainable as they want it to be.
What games do they
And
have? Like Yakuza, right?
but they also have the Persona games because they own Atlas. Please keep that in mind. And they
Oh,
also, I believe, they also own Arc Systems, if I'm correct. Because remember, it was originally Sega Sammy, and then Sega owned the IP property to Guilty Gears, and that's what forced Arc Systems to come up with Blaze Blue because
mm.
they weren't able to use the Guilty Gears IP at the moment. There's a lot of hoops of fire that they had to go
Then
through
you
and
got all
stuff.
the Sonic stuff.
Yeah, the Sonic stuff and everything else and blah blah blah.
Mm.
But yeah, I think the reason why they took this approach is to reintroduce the Sega Ages line. The Sega Ages line is when for the PlayStation 2, they were taking some of their older games and they were bringing them to modern consoles. So I think this is their second or third attempt of doing that, which is
Mm.
interesting, you know, because a
So
lot of those Sega Ages titles never made it to North America. They were Japan exclusives.
mm. So let's play this video. Not all of it, because the first minute is like weird.
Sega! Oh! This shit is fire. That's the main one that I'm actually excited for. The Streets of Rage beta. Yeah, this looks really good too, the Golden Axe one. I mean, Crazy Taxi is Crazy Taxi. You can't get Crazy Taxi wrong. You can't. You can't get Crazy Taxi wrong. It's a
I
very
haven't really
straightforward game.
played Crazy Taxi. I think I might have played it like in an arcade once. The one game I'm most familiar with from all these is probably Golden Axe, which I used to play
Oh
as a
yeah.
kid. Like, and I don't know if you know this, but they actually had like a development thing that was canceled, like a canceled Golden Axe project that they released on Steam. I want to say a couple of years ago, maybe like 4 years ago. And,
Yeah, they also had that one project for the PS2. Remember that Battle Riders that didn't do too well. So
mm.
this is them trying to attempt that again.
So I'm actually like surprised that they're actually even reviving this genre because I'm like after that cancellation I'm like, well, I guess it's over for Golden Axe. We're never gonna see that again. And
Oh, Golden.
now that
I'm
it's
sorry. Go
back,
ahead.
it's like I'm like I'm like really surprised. I'm like a little bit curiously optimistic.
I'm not
Like
surprised. Look how well Streets of Rage 4 did. That's why I'm not surprised. You know, at one point, Sega was slowly becoming the premier uh beat 'em up genre maker. You
mhm.
know, there were people that were considering Streets of Rage 2 better than Final Fight. And at one point, Final Fight was considered the better beat 'em up game. I think this is after Double Dragon and all these other clones and everything else that came out.
Mm.
But yeah, no, this was bound to happen. Streets of Rage 4
And
did wonderfully.
aside from the Jet Set game, maybe
This is that. Yeah, that's the main one I want to look at.
besides
The
the Jet Set game, I think these are possibly
Rental.
they're investing in new talent maybe with reviving these because
I think
they
they
don't look
outsourced.
amazing. They look good. The this one is probably the most impressive looking one.
Oh, Jet Set Radio. That's always gonna look impressive
No,
because
no,
that's
no.
the baby.
Like the original was very stylized, but I think this is like a new like level of detail that for me it looks like the backgrounds are very simplified, and I think that's on purpose, and it's actually a very good choice when they're increasing the fidelity of the main characters here, so that it still looks like kind of like the old game with like the blocky backgrounds and cars and stuff, but then like
Yes.
making the main characters look more fluid and still in that stylized fashion.
Well, now that you pointed that out, now you reminded me of a pet peeve of mine because they're no longer using the graffiti influence. So that's why the old Jet Set Radio was very blocky in its style and its aesthetic, and that's why they were using select certain
Oh
color
yeah,
graphics to
yeah,
give it
yeah.
a pop out. Because they were using all graffiti elements. So now with this game, you're starting to see more of a Studio Ghibli type style, more of watercolor coloring. That's why you see the visual background like that, where it blends in so well. That's all watercolor style layering. Like you're not going to see that anywhere
Mm,
else. That's all Studio Ghibli.
mm.
You know, which is not an
I get
issue.
what
It's
you
not a
mean.
bad thing at all. But I think I think it's straying away from what made the game, the original game. That whole neon lifestyle pop. Everybody's just aggressively, inline skating. That was the style. That was the visual style, guys. And yeah, this is the one I really want to see what they're gonna do for Streets of Rage 5 or Streets of Rage 3D, because the original Streets of Rage 3D was a canceled project for the Sega Saturn, and I think it became Fighting Force, or maybe I'm reading that wrong. I don't know. We'll get back into that in an older episode, and we'll rectify this somehow. But yeah, they already attempted it before. They weren't confident in it, and they canceled. And they always kept Streets of Rage in the background. But they always wanted to do a 3D version of the game. This is something that Sega always had in plan. So it's funny to me that it took them so fucking long to finally do it.
So what? So
Yeah.
there was a beat 'em up that like re-released recently. Was it like a Capcom one?
No, you're talking about Streets of Rage 4.
That was the one.
Look it up. Yeah, look it up. Streets of Rage 4. That's the one that came back. It got a lot of good praises. I forgot
Right.
the name of the company that did them. I mean, visually, the game was really impressive. I like that comic book style. It was really nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is the one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I really like this. This was nice that they did. You know, like
So
this was impressive to me. I like this.
that's funny that they're going with the 3D one now, right after this. Okay.
But it's like it's because this
I
game
wonder if they were
is
both in
successful.
development at the same time. Well, this is 3 years ago, so
No,
maybe not. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
no. I don't think they're in development at the same time. I'm pretty sure Sega saw how good Streets of Rage did, and they were like, okay, there's interest in this genre. Can we finally do the Swan Song? Like, like this is it. Like this is supposed to be like the next level of beat 'em up. It was always supposed to go 3D, but it failed. You know, if anything, this is the continuation of the arcade genre. I hope that Sega's the one that's holding the flag and leading the army, and they'll
I hope
influence
so.
everyone else.
I hope so.
But yeah, those are the two main games I'm really interested for. Streets of Rage 3D and definitely Golden Axe. The Shinobi game, I don't know how to feel about that, man. That shit looks so cool, but like I don't want to. I don't know. Oh my god, I love this game. I remember
This
this
shit
on the
was so
hint.
fun.
I love this.
Dude, you know
I love
what?
Golden Axe.
You know what game was fucking dope as fuck? The
Which one?
fighting game.
Oh, you're talking about the battle swords. Yeah, the Axe the Duel.
This shit
This
was
shit.
fucking crazy, dude.
This game was ahead of its time.
I wish this game was more popular. I played to see how fucking broken it was.
No, yeah, this game is like really fucking bugged out, like what you can do. I mean, yeah, it's a little janky. It's gonna take some time to get used to. It's not like other fighters, but I think they did that intentionally. It feels like a weapon Street Fighter 2. I will say that. It
It's
feels
been a
very
while
there's this
since
like
I played
weight.
this. Yeah.
It's like weight to it. There's weight to the characters. I definitely will say that. It's not like how in Street Fighter 6 everybody feels the same.
Damn, dude, shitting on Street Fighter 6 already.
It's the fucking truth, man. Get over it.
No, we're only 15 minutes in. We gotta wait.
Yeah, but I'm happy that Sega is finally reviving their older IPs. You know, I hope they bring back Alex the Kid. I hope they bring back, or maybe should I say, they collaborate with Treasure again to bring back one of their beloved cult classics, Gunstar Heroes and
Ooh.
Guardian Heroes. Like those two games in a 3D environment would be excellent, but you need to they need to really sit down and figure out how to really do it. You know, I am not knowledgeable in 3D game making. From the 2D aspect, I could see them doing it, but 3D, I'm pretty sure they can come up with something. I just don't know how. I mean, look how I hate bringing up Elden Ring, but if they actually made that game a lot more smaller, you know,
No,
and
no,
made
no,
actual
no, no.
stages,
Because the appeal of Elden Ring is the open world. You know, I don't like it, but that's the whole appeal of it.
I feel like they just threw me in a sandbox and was like, figure it out. I don't
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah. That's how it is. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't like
not a fan.
that's that style of progression to me doesn't feel rewarding. I don't feel like I'm playing a fucking game, you know? If I wanted to explore, I'll go outside. I'll take
Oh,
a walk around the park.
I explored a lot
All
in that
right.
game. You know what I found?
I'll take a walk around the park.
I explored so much in that game. You know what I found?
What did you find?
How much? Not much. A few dungeons, and all the dungeons were the same, and like
I just wish it was
some
more
items.
linear.
That's what Demon
Wish it
Souls
was more.
was. Demon Souls was is my favorite game, and one of the big reasons is because it's like it's linear, but at the same time it's not. It's like Mario. Like you pick a world and you go do the levels in that world,
Yeah.
and those each world is linear progression.
Uh,
Sega.
Sega. Yeah, I love that they brought that back. They brought back the Sega sound. I love it
That caught me
because
off.
they do care about their old fans. You know, they do care about it.
I mean, judging from all these, how I mean, yeah, it seems like it. So what were you gonna say about Shinobi? Because I never played this. I don't even know.
Do Shinobi, ain't it my nigga Joe Musashi? I think that's his name, Joe Musashi. Yeah, yeah, man. Jesus, man. When I think of Shinobi, I think of myself as a child sitting on my father's lap, and we're both playing Shinobi, and he's trying to show me how to play the damn game. Yeah. Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, I've never played this.
Yeah, I remember this, man. Oh my God, I remember this.
So how many of these did they make?
They made like three of them, I think, or three or four. But this is the arcade one. You got to type in like Sega Master System. Oh my God. Yeah, Shinobi 3. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember this one. Oh my God. This is Shinobi 3
So
Return of the Ninja.
what is this game like? What do you do? Like I can see it's a platformer, but
Oh, this was. You run around as a ninja and you just kill motherfuckers, bro.
but are there like there's like bosses and stuff, or is it like
Yeah, there's bosses. Yeah, there's bosses at each level. It's I don't want to say Metroidvania because you don't really get to explore it. There's stages, but it has that visual style, you know,
hmm.
or at least the level composition of how you're supposed to go
Is
back.
it a
Not
game
let's
where
play
like
go.
is it a game where like you can get a lot of skill level out of it?
If you want to complete the game without getting hit, yeah, there is that level of replayability where there's people that are trying to figure out how to do it, where they complete the game without dying, they complete the game without getting hit, or they'll complete the game, you know, just in a certain time. Speed running, you know, this is where the speed running comes from right here, guys. From a lot of these games, a lot of these older games with these arcade elements. You're
But
just not going to see this again. You
yeah,
see the
but
goal
speed
progression,
running is a degenerate act.
a degenerate act. Here you go with the degeneracy.
It's the most degenerate act, actually. So
That's
he's fighting
fine.
demons and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, he fights everything. He fights Batman in this game.
Oh, okay. Kind of bugged out.
Yeah, look it up. Shinobi versus Batman.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, this trailer's making more sense now because I'm like, what the fuck is all this shit in the background and stuff?
Yeah, he's riding a wolf. He's doing all this crazy shit and everything. Yeah. So I'm guessing they took the more Metroid Castlevania style with the worlds.
Hmm.
See, he got the power of. I mean, this is cool what they did with Golden Axe, man. Oh my god. I just don't want to speak on it because I don't want to curse the game. Like I said, I've always loved Golden Axe.
I hope they retain that arcadey campaign type experience.
Yeah.
I hope
So
it's I hope it's
just
not
jump
like
in.
Elden Ring or whatever.
Yeah, I just want to be able to jump in and just play. That's it. Like I don't want a story. If there is a story, let's make it short and simple. Get me from point A to point B. That's it. Like
All
I'm
right.
tired of.
Moving on.
Let me look.
I
What are we moving on to now?
don't know. You wanted to talk about some other stuff?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Our 10 viewers here. You good? Something must have happened.
Oh my God, what's going on here?
You all right? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here. I'm
What?
looking at your screen. I'm like, what happened to your
Ignore my
screen?
screen. I put it on because you weren't talking.
Oh, oh. Can you?
Yeah, I hear you. We can hear you.
Oh no. I was telling you to look at the Twitter post that I had posted on Discord.
On the secret,
General
the
Thriller.
secret Discord.
Yeah, the secret Discord.
Copy, paste.
I want you to click on that image if it's possible.
Alrighty. Clicked on the
So
image.
before we start, guys, I just want you to I want to give some context. So this is General Thriller. General Thriller is a very well known Marvel vs. Capcom 2 player from California. I'm not sure if he's from SoCal or North Cal, but that's besides the point. He's one of many tournament organizers for Marvel 2. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but we had some issues in Evolution last year with Marvel 2. I know some people were not too happy with how the tournament organizers handled a particular situation, but that's besides the point. You know, Chris was the champion. You know, that's fine. Hats off to him. But people were questioning, and even I questioned myself: should we continue to support Evolution as a community? You know, it's problematic that we have to say that because anyone that knows this game, we are responsible for giving Evolution its standing legs. You know, every time Evolution had a tournament from 2001 up to I want to say 2008, you know, Marvel 2 was the premier fighter. That was the last one that they put on. You know, this is why Justin Wong's reign is so important and so talked about. You know, that's why he was able to become that video game internet celebrity. It's because of that reign. Evolution knows that. Tom Cannon knows that. Sony knows that. Capcom knows that. Even Pokemon knows that.
Pokemon.
So, so the fact that Thriller had to post this up on Twitter is problematic. I'm going to read it for you guys. To whom this may concern, I would register team, but 200 is a lot this time around.
$200?
Just to enter, no, 200 players just to enter a gaming tournament. Remember that this is all started because of the players and not for the money and exposure. It's amazing that it has grown this much. Wishing all the best and continued success. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Ambassador, General Thriller. So, to my understanding and what I've been able to gather, and I think there's people still talking about this right now. We'll have to do a part 2 about this video, if anything. Is that they're asking General Thriller to get 200 entrants for Marvel 2 just so they can even have a side tournament, or maybe at least have them with the main lineup, which didn't make sense to me because they already announced the games that they wanted for the main lineup, and I think Third Strike was the one that took the last spot, and they were the retro spot. So these motherfuckers weren't going to the main hall; they were going to the side hall with Vortex Gallery. You know, they were putting us on the side with all the other anime nerds. You know, they were basically treating us like shit. You know, they don't give a fuck about us right now. And it's kind of obvious. These are the same people that say, you know, oh, we are grassroots. we care about the community. We want to create those hype moments. You know, we want to create the next generation of players. We want to invest in the next generation of players. No, the fuck they don't.
So,
All right, it's a fucking lie.
so let me get this straight. They needed 200 just to be at Evo or to be on the main stage.
Just to be at Evo, they need a 200 entrants.
And how many do they normally get?
Bro, they usually get like 50 people because it's like 50 people in their age of 40 and above. It's a bunch of old dudes.
Right.
All
So
right.
how the hell are they gonna get 200?
That's what I'm saying. You know, and I guess this is their way of saying, oh, the game is dead. But you know there's people that are still playing this game. There's people in the community that know that we're still playing this game. And to my understanding, one of your commentators is considered one of the best player in this game. It hurts because, at least from what I'm trying to gather, when they first wanted to do the Marvel vs. Capcom 2, what is it, the 20th anniversary tournament before COVID, and then COVID happened, I think they were able to at least reach out to Capcom and Marvel and at least some type of licensing agreement where they were able to feature the game on the main stage. Because I think because of Disney, it's problematic to showcase certain Marvel licenses. Like, they want their cut, obviously. You know, this is a business. Let's not lie to ourselves now. You know, but this is a clear fuck you. You know, they want us to support these games, and the next thing you know, we're thrown to the side. You know, I want people to understand that I'm hurt. You know, personally speaking, I'm fucking hurt. You know, that this even happened. 2K23, yeah, Krizu versus Jin, and this was fucked up because Krizu only won because Jin pressed start by mistake, and to my understanding, only Kage let it rock. They didn't restart the match. So there's people pissed off about this match, and if you look at the comments, they're gonna talk about it.
So they DQ'd him or?
Nah, they didn't even. Yeah, they DQ'd Jin, and Krizu took the win. It's a whole bunch of like fuck ups, you know. And this is why I keep telling people, why are we supporting Evolution at the end of the day? They don't care about us. They keep trying to present themselves as the premier tournament, and they're not. You know, look what
No,
happened with
not
Street Fighter
anymore.
6. Yeah, exactly. Look what happened with Street Fighter 6. They tried to say, no, we are the face of Street Fighter, right? Literally 2 weeks later, do you remember? I think it was in Saudi Arabia. What was it? The Prince of Saudi Arabia literally held a private tournament for the FGC, and the first place winner won 300,000. That's when Kakaru won. That's when Kakaru won with JP.
Kakaru?
Yeah, Kakaru. Yeah. All right.
But
They made Evo look so stupid.
Evo was the premier fighting game tournament, and then all these companies started saying, you know, we're going to host our own tournaments, and
And do it better.
at the time it was kind of like, you know, why are you doing that? But a little bit like from people in the community, and like maybe even myself at the time. But then we started to see even more like other events like start to grow in popularity, like the CEOs of the world, and you know, for a long time, the Japanese have been having their own tournaments, their own major tournaments for their own game, Cooperation Cup, um,
Yes. And they
other
all have
events.
cooperation cups. Yeah. For all their games. Yeah. They have a cup for Virtual Fighter, Guilty Gears, Darkstalkers, Melty Blood, even Fist of the North Star is really big out there. Like, that's their Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
So as
Yeah.
time goes on, Evo's going to have to keep trying to hold on for prestige, essentially.
They
And
lost the prestige.
yeah,
The moment that they disrespected the game that made them, they lost their prestige. Why would
but
I, as a player,
they still have it in some respect, some of the community. But I think a lot of it was lost with what you're saying, and also the Capcom Pro Tour.
I mean, look at the fiasco that happened with Melee. A lot of people said it. When Melee was there was a lot more entrants and there was a lot more money being put into Evolution. And Nintendo took that money right out. You know?
Nintendo wiped the
So,
board.
listen, I don't know what they're going to do, but Evolution, we're going to slowly see it dying. I'm saying it right now. All right. They don't want to feature the game that made them. Like, if granted, if and we'll, like I said, we'll rectify this episode. If next year they're like, "Yo, guys, we're bringing Marvel 2 back," all right, cool. But the damage has already been done. All right, we have Fight Kingdom right around the corner. All the best players are going to Fight Kingdom. There's players from around the world that are going to Fight Kingdom. They're slowly trying to make their way there, and eventually that's going to become the premier retro tournament. It's getting to that point where there's gonna have to be a retro league. It doesn't make sense why we're continuing to compete with these modern games, and they're more concerned about the sponsorships, and the people that did put in the work are getting disrespected because they want to feature the game that they love. They don't want to feature these modern games because they're very vocal about these modern games lacking in skill. And then it's very problematic to feature these modern games because you have to sign these contracts and do all this other bullshit. Guys, we're just trying to set up and put some matches on for the audience. That's it. Why is that so difficult?
Man, it's funny. It's like you you bring this up. I think this that ties back into the $1 million parry moment. Where
Oh my
they're
god.
grasping at straws, trying to make their game like this skillful,
What
the
skill?
most skillful game. You know, they're like, oh, the $1 million parry, this and that. Oh, watch the.
Yeah, let's talk about the $1 million parry now. You want to know why? Because the $1 million parry had less than maybe 200 people in that room. How many
Uh-oh.
people were really in that room?
They don't even
Were
come
they
up.
actually
Oh,
excited?
it's the $1
Oh,
million
it's right there.
checkmate. Let's watch this garbage.
Yeah, let's watch this real quick. Yeah, let's watch this real quick.
Mind you, look at the score. He's already like 2-0, and he's coming out of I think they're both coming out of losers or something.
Yes. Yeah, it's already a bracket reset. Yeah.
He's already got 2-0 on him, so it's not like this was a nail biter.
No, it's because he got a super R3, bro. It's a nail biter now. He got a super R3. Perfect parry.
There you go. You checkmated
Now look
him,
at the
dude.
scale damage. Look at the scale damage. He had to force him to the other side just to get the stun. So how is that truly a checkmate? I mean, this sequence is beautiful. You know, this guaranteed him the $1 million. That's wonderful. That's fine.
But the thing is, it's like this game, like this match between them, like it was already looking very strong for Uma anyway. It's not like he pulled this out of the jaws of the fucking the shark or anything. He was already styling on him for a while. Like breaking down this trying to treat this parry as if it's like, oh, the moment of skill is so apparent. I don't know, man. What even is this
I
video?
want you to get out this video. I want you to look up the Justin Wong parry.
You mean this
That one
one?
right. That's the first one. The first one. The first one. You know, you always click the first one, no matter what.
Let's listen to the
Just listen
crowd
to
here.
listen to the crowd.
Rare footage of Daigo actually angry. Justin's
Look how
style
small that event is.
overcome Rao.
Look at all the people there.
On the verge of putting Daigo down.
Shoulder to shoulder. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the dexterity. Look at it. My goodness. This is what they want to recreate. This is what they want to recreate. And they know they can't recreate it because it takes fucking skill. It takes skill. You're never going to be able to recreate that moment. And they know that. They know it.
Daigo with the full parry. Cuomo with the combo and win.
I want you to look up one more video.
But who won that tournament?
Yeah, that's the best part. Who won that tournament? And I want everybody to keep this in mind. The Daigo parry happened in a loser's bracket. Daigo lost to Nuki. Nuki won that tournament, bro. And it was still godlike. And it was still godlike.
7.4 million views.
That moment overshadowed the whole tournament. Look up
Look, I'm sorting the Evo events channel. I don't know what channel this is, but I'm sorting it by most popular videos. We have this one at 7.4 million, and then we have DBZF Grand Finals. Oh.
I mean, listen, man, it's for the Zoomers. It's the Zoom. This is their Dragon Ball Z. I'm not mad at those kids. I just feel bad that they got a shitty patch and visually it's unplayable.
Damn.
You know, I feel bad for those guys. I know Bum 6 from the House of Chaos, aka the House of Crack up in the Bronx. He voiced his concerns. He said that everybody from Bandai Namco needs to get fired. You know, like
strong words.
Shit is fucking crazy. You know, it's very strong words, yeah. You know, and let me tell you something. Everybody at Evolution needs to get fired. All right? I want you to look up one more moment.
Yeah.
Look up the Justin Wong comeback. MVC2. First one, yes. Because these are the moments that they're trying to recreate. They want you to get excited for moments like this again. But they completely forgot the fact that in order to create a moment like this, you need to be a skillful player.
No. Not just a skillful player. You need a game that allows you to be skillful.
Oh. Oh, good luck finding one of those. Look at this shit.
You know what it is too? It's not just that. It's not just those three things. Being a skillful player, having a game that allows you to be skillful, but also like actually like big events in the game, like these supers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's also part of it. Because otherwise, it just kind of looks like a basketball game.
Because it makes that moment, like from those kung fu movies. He finally performs his final art.
Yeah.
You know? You'll never get that moment again. This is it. This is gone. This doesn't exist anymore. Ooh. Oh, the fuck up from Yipes. Oh, the heartbreaker. And this is it. This is the moment. This is the infamous moment. Justin Wong. Such a simple mistake from Yipes cost him the game. A game.
Where it all started.
That's easy to play.
Three characters at practically full life. That's where this started.
Yeah.
Cyclops with 4 bars of super and full health, but with no other characters left. It's a nice video, man.
They can't.
Yeah,
they can't recreate a moment like this. This is dead. They killed these games.
No, it's the fake moment. It's the fake moment where this guy perfect parried and then he pushed him to the corner.
They are creating fake, artificial moments of excitement. For all I know, they used AI to play out that tournament. The guys weren't even playing. They just told them to press buttons like babies. They were like, press buttons like babies.
Oh, no.
You know?
Is this it?
For all I know, that was all fake. What's that?
Yeah. What was it called? What was the tournament called?
Capcom Cup.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
They know you're UK, but still.
Well, I guess we'll transition into talking into the results of Capcom.
I found the exact moment in this video.
Oh my god. Yes, guys, Uma won.
I wanted to see this in its entirety now with that guy in his stupid fucking edits. Oh no, it did the thing into the guaranteed sun. Fuck this game, man. Wow, so impressive. Wait, I gotta hear the crowd when this happens. Hold on.
Gotta go back to the exact parry.
Very good in the game. If somebody doesn't make use of their 2 bars they spent, you punish it and take as much drive gauge away as possible.
I don't hear the crowd excited. The fucking commentator's more excited than the parry. Wait.
So is the burnout. He's got no resources, so he's going to play with the stun. He's going to set him up for a stun scenario.
The crowd doesn't sound excited.
This full conversion
You can hardly hear them.
I think he's done.
Yeah, because the commentator's
He
fucking
will
screaming
finish them.
over them.
He's gonna store up. He's gonna finish the combo. And ladies and gentlemen,
He literally has the microphone shoved down his throat.
Nobody had him on
Oh, the music can't hear shit. They want their big moments, and then it's all shit. It's like all shit all over.
You wanna know what's the best part?
The best part, that he won $1 million.
No, the best part is that the guy that won $1 million is wearing the hoodie of a VTuber.
Awesome.
Yeah, that hoodie is from a VTuber. Her name is Mio.
Now he can donate $900,000 to his favorite VTuber. What? What'd I say?
Listen, man, this generation is fucking crazy. But yeah, man, shouts out to Uma, bro. I'm not mad at him. I love it. I just find it hilarious that right after that, the president of Capcom just got on stage, shushed everybody off, and started talking about the next tournament. They didn't even care that Uma won. They just got him right off the stage. They was like, all right, shush off. Here's the president.
Stand over here awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They didn't
God.
fucking give a fuck about it. $1 million. You know, so now that the $1 million tournament is done, and they patched Street Fighter 6, was this game really worth it? Was this game worth the $80?
No, it was just like 60, right?
Nigga, I paid like 80, maybe 90, because I got all the characters and all the fucking shit.
For me personally, no. I don't enjoy it.
I am a dissatisfied customer. Was I supposed to win the tournament to be satisfied?
I got more out of Helldivers than Street Fighter 6.
Was I supposed to create a schedule out of this game? I wake up in the morning, I do my training, my 2 hours of training, I go to work, I come back, I do my 4 hours of training, I go to my locals, I level up there, I go to the state tournament, and then I go to the nationals and shit. You know? Was that the purpose?
That's another thing about that game that bothers me. It's like so much of it is like reliant on you sitting in the lab. Like playing the actual game is a detriment. You gotta sit in training mode, practice your whatever the fucks.
Training mode, they have a whole mode in this game that shows you how to play the character, and it teaches you the setup. The character guides, you forgot?
I don't even fuck with that.
Yeah, a lot of people forgot about that. And nobody uses the character guide in this game. Which is why this is why I keep telling everybody, why is everyone fucking complaining? This game has everything inside of it. The tutorial, everything. You should have learned how to play this fucking game. So if you're complaining, you're trash. It's that simple. I said from the beginning, 3 best characters, Luke, DJ, Ken, tournament, Luke, DJ. I don't want to hear anything no more about this fucking game. Everybody's full of shit. You know?
Well,
It's just that
I was
simple.
saying DJ and jury.
Well, yeah, now that I think about it, it's funny that Infiltration didn't play this game because I'm pretty sure he would have won.
Probably would have got very far. Yeah.
No, he would have won because he's responsible for the jury Bible. You forgot?
This game?
He made that 2-hour. Yeah, he made that 2-hour video on how to play jury. Every jury player watched it. He's responsible for it. He showed all the frame data and everything. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a part 2 with the new update. But yeah, it's all because of Infiltration. If he was in this tournament, he would have won. 100%.
So now that they released the new patch for Slop Fighter 6, you think they're gonna change anything, or is it gonna be another frame data fucking patch like this one was? Because now everyone's coping. Now everyone's coping that it's, oh, this is just a small patch. The next patch is gonna be crazy.
What next patch? What, next year?
My guess is around the 1 year mark. This would be my guess.
I think that is it. You know, unless they find something problematic with Akuma, and oh my god, bro,
Well,
if
no,
they
they already said they're gonna have another patch with the rest of the characters addressed and then some other changes. I think this patch, the only reason they have this patch was so people didn't get disinterested when CPT ended. So essentially, it's like a shakeup of the meta, in a sense.
I guess, you know, but that doesn't make things any better. People are still gonna cry about JP because they don't know how to fucking carry correctly in this
Well,
game.
well, the thing is that it might suggest that they're worried about the health of their game if they want to do a patch right after their major tournament.
I mean,
Like nobody's gonna play this once this is over, so we should release a patch to keep players invested.
that's why I think the president of Capcom just shushed everybody off stage and was like, guys, the next tournament is gonna be $1 million, and this is our plan. All right, because they don't want to lose the player base. They already know a lot of people left. I mean, come on. In 6 months, only 3 million copies of Street Fighter 6 were sold. Meanwhile, Tekken 8, how many copies they sold in 2 months?
Don't worry,
You know, I think
once Street Fighter Six gets
they
added to
sold
the
3 million in 2 months.
once Street Fighter
You know,
Six
like, come
gets
on.
added to the humble bundle, you'll see the sales numbers go up. The money won't go up, but the sales numbers will.
It's not good, man. It's not good. This is why they got to push out that next Monster Hunter. You know, they need the funds. They need the funds for the DLC.
Jesus Christ! Don't get me started on Monster Hunter. I'll start crying.
No, it's true. No, but it's true, man. I'm not too sure what's Capcom's direction right now. I know they just had a voting.
We know what Sega's is.
Up. Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. I know Capcom just had like a voting thing for they have like this game called Capcom Community Town, and they were asking the people there to vote on what game they would be interested seeing revived, and they had a lot of interesting choices there. You know, a lot of older
Wasn't
IPs
it
from the arcade days.
a remake?
Yeah, remake. Yeah, some of it was one of them was a remake, and then I think another one they wanted to do a sequel or something
I
or
don't
bring back.
I don't know if I voted for that. Maybe it was a fever dream of mine where I voted for that, and I put like Monster Hunter 1.
Well, a lot of people are hoping that they'll do Rival Schools 3 finally because that was a choice. I know people were asking for a remake of Captain Commando Final Fight, but this is alongside the rumors of that guy that I forgot what he leaked. He leaked I think Marvel Infinite or some game, and he was correct. And he was also talking that apparently Capcom had a Final Fight project in the works, but they weren't sure what direction to go about it. And the same for Captain Commando. So it's interesting that they're doing that. And maybe that's why Sega is going for Streets of Rage going 3D.
You know what I think that is?
You
I
know,
think that's uh, like the people in leadership not really caring that much about the project. Like when I just heard when you said that, like they didn't know what direction to take. That just sounds like whoever was in charge like didn't really care that much.
well, you need to understand a lot of these kids didn't grow up playing these games, you know. Maybe their fathers were. So for them, they could give two shits. They were probably playing uh Jesus, what was Capcom releasing at that time period? It's such a blur now.
What year?
Maybe Mega Man Battle Network. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe 07, 08, 09. Maybe Battle Network. I don't know.
Monster Hunter 1?
Also, hold on. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah. I guess once everybody migrated to
Devil May
Nintendo
Cry
DS,
1? Resident Evil
one, yeah,
4?
like they were making like weird gaming decisions because a lot of projects that they made were from canceled projects. You know, so I don't know what the fuck Capcom's gonna come up with now. And don't forget they wanted to do Darkstalkers 4, but you know since the what was it, the re-release of the Darkstalkers for online didn't sell well, they canned the project. I don't know why they thought people were gonna buy that shit and why they used that as a merit to make the game again. It was never gonna be successful. Yeah,
What
and
I'm wondering is where their versus title for this generation is.
Well, that's the rumor for the longest is that it's a Marvel, it's a Capcom versus Capcom. There's other people saying that no, it's a Marvel versus Capcom 4. Some people speculated that it's probably going to be Tatsunoko versus Capcom 2, but that's a pipe dream. Like, you got to be smoking crack to think they're going to do that again. Like, this game sold terribly. They're never going to do this again. And this
Remember,
game was beautiful.
I suggested that they do a Capcom versus or Street Fighter versus GI Joe.
That's fucking cool. You know, some stupid shit like that, but they got to make
Yeah.
like a serious
They need
project to
something.
go against it. You
They need
know,
something.
like I wouldn't be mad if Capcom made like an original IP just to go against GI Joe. You know, I know it sounds stupid, you know, but to come up with something, you know,
Resident Evil versus GI Joe.
Resident Evil versus GI Joe. You got the GI Joe fighting Nemesis,
You got
and
Nemesis.
all the different tyrants. Yeah, pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty
the
cool.
lickers.
Yeah. The Lakers and everything.
The goop monsters from RE7. And the Watakules from
Yeah.
Resident Evil 5.
Yeah. They could get the what was it? Remember those giant what was it? Those giant grasshopper monsters from Resident Evil 5? They could throw those in there too.
Oh yeah.
Those were cool. Yeah, those cockroach looking monsters, those weird looking joints. They could throw those in there too. Yeah. I can definitely see something like that. Yeah,
Because
it's
Resident
Capcom.
Evil's a big franchise, and GI Joe too, to some extent. Like if they did that, I feel like they get some eyeballs at least. But eyeballs don't translate to sales, so who knows?
But it's unique.
Yeah.
It's a unique project, and Capcom would have to be willing to take the risk. You know, I think
we know they're not doing that.
They're not going to take a risk. Some people suggested them doing another JoJo, but I think Namco has that on lock now.
Oh,
Like I don't think Capcom.
That would be so. If they kept all the mechanics and just like fixed a couple things,
They'll never do it.
That would be so sick.
They'll never do it.
Or like a 3v3 even.
No. now you're doing LSD.
Taking a big puff
Now
right
you're
now.
doing LSD and all these drugs. You're doing ketamine. You're doing all the drugs right now.
Somebody laced my my drugs with fentanyl.
I kill you, man.
I've got 5 minutes to live.
But I'm hoping Capcom figures something out. I always wanted to redo Dino Crisis. I felt that was good.
I mean, they kind of did.
No, don't you pull that piece of shit up. No. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea.
I lost all interest when they said you could swap your suits at any time. I was like, oh, well, there's no design in this. This is just do whatever game you want.
Are people even still playing this fucking game?
I don't know. When it came out, I feel like people stopped talking about it when it came out. Like before, people were talking about it, and then when it came out, nobody talked about it. But you know, it could just be a thing where I didn't see the conversations.
It just disappeared in my eyes. You know?
Yeah. And this is a PvP mode too. This isn't even against the dinosaurs.
Why couldn't they do Power Stone Fortnite style? That would have been a lot cooler.
See, I don't even know Power Stone to even say anything about that. What is Power Stone?
Man, you gotta look it up, man. You gotta look up Power Stone, man. That's the old school Dreamcast fighting game when you could connect 4 controllers to the Dreamcast. And all 4 of you could fight each other. They had it for the arcade. The game was godlike. Ahead of its time. You know, Capcom should have kept going with that style, you know? Especially now, like with how Smash is big, you know? Oh.
Man, this is just Toe Ball with extra steps. Where's Cloud Strife?
Yeah, you can pick up
shit,
weapons
he got a
and
rocket
everything.
launcher.
Yeah. And when you pick up all the gems, you transform.
But
he lost his gems.
Here's T-Hawk. This dude's name is Wang Tang? That's some racist shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Super Saiyan now.
Oh, he turned Super Saiyan, yup.
Spirit Bomb. KO.
Yeah, I love this game. Shit was godlike.
What
Yeah,
about
Wang Tang was fire.
what about what about this game?
Ah, they'll never do it. Oh, I would love them to do this. This is a way better Soul Calibur. Like, cause you have those EX style combos. Oh man. And I think you could also do air combos in this fucking game if I'm right.
Hmm. I never played
Nah,
this
yeah,
one.
yo, this game is fucking retarded, bro. Like this game is really fun. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It
Like,
looks fun.
this shit, like it's so stupid, but it's fun. You know?
It's broken.
They'll never bring back Plasma Sword. Oh my god. I'm so angry that you even brought this up. They'll never
Yeah,
bring it
you're
back.
seething now. Fucking
Yeah,
boomer.
I'm super seething. I'm fucking pissed.
Fucking
I won't
boomer.
ever forget first seeing this in the arcade. I was like, wait a minute. Capcom has a 3D Star Wars game?
That's funny. Yeah, that actually looks kind of good for that time period.
Yeah. And they had like the anime style. And it was oh man. I'm telling you, Capcom was ahead of their time. These people were a problem. Capcom was a problem in the 90s,
Wait.
right?
Look at this stage. That looks better than the Tekken stages during this time.
Yeah, exactly.
The way this is transitioning on this is like seamless on the floor to the foreground. Really interesting.
This is a game that they need to mod. Like somebody out there needs to mod this game.
And do
They
what?
need to take these 3D models and remix them. All right, guys, comment on it if you want them to mod this game.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis. Anything else?
Let's read some super chats.
All right, some super chats.
I'm gonna Google something real quick as a joke. This.
What is this?
I'm about to get a virus.
I was like, what the fuck?
Never mind.
Terrible.
Let's read some super chats here in the comments. Star Gladiator Episode 2. Thank you for the super chat from 5 years ago. All right, anything else? Any sponsors?
I got a sponsor for you right here. I need Raw Paper to sponsor me and send me a box of Raw. Buy your
Nice.
Raw Paper. Buy your Raw Classics.
Nice. Awesome.
All
All right. We're at the 58-minute mark. That was a good episode. Here's the outro as we talk over it.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, guys, thank you for everything, man. This has been another wonderful episode.
Thank you for watching.
I just want you to guys
We love you.
watch. Thank you for listening.
We're
Thank
in
you
love
for
with
joining us,
we are
you
in
know?
love with you.
Being in the conversation. It's awesome, you know.
Yeah.
Remember, fuck Evolution. They don't support Marvel 2. Capcom
Yeah.
Cup was trash. They need a better format in terms of the point system. And don't forget that Punk lost. So that nigga tight.
Damn.
You gotta hold that L.
Damn. All right,
Know that
everybody.
nigga tight.
See you later. Night.
All right.
Thank you. Wait, we gotta clap.
Yeah, I've been waiting
for this.
Got the picture. All right, that's cool.
I saw this, man.